The wrong focus initially is trying to win. Why does this not work in trading? Listen to me carefully. Why does this not work in trading? It does not work in trading. It does not work in life. It does not work in anywhere. A child is falling in their first attempts to walk first. They learn to walk through falling. Their balance is developed by falling and getting up, falling and getting up, falling a little bit less and getting up, falling a little bit less and getting up. And doctors tell us that a child who does not fall very frequently turns out to be a clumsy child. If parents protect them from falling, if parents do not let them fall and pull themselves back up, they will likely never be athletes. They will never be ambidextrous. They'll never have balance. They'll be clumsy and awkward children. This is just the way the order is. Now, you discover first what not to do. You remove what proper trading is not. This game is won by a process called negation. What do I mean by a process called negation? You first discover what proper trading is not. So it is called not this. That's not proper trading. Let me eliminate that. This was not proper. Let me eliminate that. And then you eliminate this, and then you eliminate that. And through the process of eliminating what proper trading is not, what eventually is left is what proper trading is. But listen to this. Proper trading is like the needle in a haystack. It is very difficult to find unless you clear the haystack first. So the haystack is far more abundant than the little needle proper trading inside of the haystack. So to go into the haystack with the idea of finding the needle it's not going to happen. You have to eliminate portions of the haystack, portion by portion by portion. You got to say, oh, this is not the needle. This is not, this is not, this is not, this is not, this piece of hay is not the needle. This piece of hay is not the needle. And as you eliminate the haystack, you can get that haystack low enough to the point where you see something glimmering. And what you see is the needle in the haystack. Eventually, you'll begin to see what is proper trading. I've always explained this to my children as such when I'm teaching them these trading concepts. Imagine that we have a big giant window, and I would have this lesson in front of our big giant window which looked over, right, our landscape. And a beautiful landscape in White Plains, New York, and big giant picturesque window looking over the landscape, right? And I'd say, let's paint the window. And we would literally paint the window with soap. I would say, draw your favorite characters, your pictures, but I don't want any part of the window uncovered by soap bars. So we would get different color soaps and paint the whole window. Now, when we painted the window, it would block, right, the landscape. And I would tell them that, has the landscape now disappeared? And they would say, no, Daddy, the landscape is behind our drawings. And I says, well, what must you do to reveal the truth, the landscape? And they would say, well, we have to remove the soap markings. And I said, well, let's begin. And so we would move one corner of the soap markings, and then you would see one portion of the landscape. And it says, if we want to see the full truth, if we want that to be revealed, we have to first go through a removal process, right? Let's remove all of the soap off of the window, and let's see what happens after that. We remove all of the soap, and they say, yes, now we see the truth. Now we see the entire landscape. Now we understand what's behind the soap markings. These are all messages to say really the same thing, that you discover proper trading by first discovering what is not proper trading. You lose your way to that higher state of knowledge. You lose your way to knowing what is correct. To keep all of the soap markings is to make the game almost impossible to see the truth, to see what is right. To keep all of the haystack is to make finding the needle, finding correct trading correct. The attempt to beat Tony is wrong. The attempt to win first is wrong. And this is one of the reasons why the industry has such a high failure rate, is because who wants to lose first? No one does.